Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can create this professional invoice template in Word that you can use time and time again. So let's open a new document. So I have a normal A4 document up here. The first thing I'm going to do is to press the return key. Then I'm going to make sure my font is left aligned. Go to insert, go to table, insert table, column numbers, we want 3, number of rows, we want 21, and press enter. Now this all looks pretty basic and ugly at the moment, but bear with me. I'm going to show you a few techniques and then I will fill in the table as I go and speed up the video so you don't have to watch me inserting everything into the table. So firstly over here, I'm going to start to insert my text. Then select the text, go to the Home tab, and here we can make some adjustments on the font. So I'm going to increase my font size. I'm going to make it bold and I'm going to align it to the right. Underneath that, I'm going to put in some more text, but you don't want to watch me typing, so I am going to copy and paste it. So for this text here, all I've done is select this section and turned it bold. You can see here the font size and font. And once again, I'm going to move that over to the right. Add some more text into this one. Again, move it over to the right. Just texting in the company address. Then in here, I'm just going to put the total of the invoice, but you can see it takes up a lot of extra space and we're now nudging it onto a separate line. So I'm going to select these two cells, which means I can just grab this line in the middle and move it over to the left until our text fits in that cell. Then I'm just going to move it over to the right. Now we haven't got much of a gap between this text here. So what I am going to do, I'm actually going to select those cells, go to table layout, and this is a really good way that you can just increase the gaps between your text. Go to height here, go to the arrow and just keep clicking on the arrow and it will increase the height of your text so you've got a little bit more of a gap. And then you can go to this alignment tool here. So I'm going to center left align. And then I'm going to adjust these 3 to center right align. That way we're just a little bit more spaced out when we come to the end. Next, I'm going to leave a gap here. So I'm just going to merge the cells. We're in the table layout tab. Then I need to go down and I need to actually have 4 columns. So I'm going to select these 5 cells here. Go to split. Number of columns is 2. Number of rows is 5, which you've already got. And click OK. Now we can select all of those cells on those rows. Then you can go to table layout and distribute columns, and they will equally distribute those 4 columns. Now we can insert some more text. You can see these two if I go to the Home tab. Same font, bold and font size 11. And you can see I've put in those details as well. Now once again, if you want a little bit more space between these, we can go up to table layout and just increase the size or the height of those cells again, just to make a little bit more space. Then moving down, we're going to create another space, so merge those cells. Then here we want 4 again, so we're just going to select this middle column, split cells, then split number of columns is 2, click OK because it's split that 1 column into 2. But this time we're going to actually just move this line over. Then select these 3 columns. Again, distribute columns so we've got them nice and equally spaced. Then up to the text. So I've just pasted all this in, but I do need to make some adjustments. Once again, if I go to the Home tab, we've stuck with the same font and you can see the font size here. This one here I've just made bold, but all of this will be your own personal taste. So for these columns here, I'm going to move everything to the center. So go to table layout and press center align. These 3, I'm also going to do center align. Then I'm going to select this row, go to table design, shading, click on the drop down, pick some shading of your choice. I'm going to pick this one here. Word will automatically turn your font white because clearly you won't be able to see it. Back to table layout, increase the height of that cell. I'm going to do it quite a lot this time and make sure you've got the center alignment for all of this text. Down to the bottom bit here, paste in the text. Again, your own personal preference. But what we will do so that it covers this whole area as well, we're going to select this one, go to table layout, merge cell. I'm going to do that with all 4 of these rows. We're going to select them, go to table layout, center align. This one we're going to do the same as the other title, table design, shading's already selected, and then we can select all 4 of these rows, and again we can increase the height slightly to give a little bit of space between each of the sections of text. So now our table is complete. It doesn't look brilliant, but if I select the table, go to table design, go to borders, select no borders, that's now taken out all of the border lines. Go back to borders and you can select view grid lines. That just helps you to see where the border lines are. So we're going to select this table here, or this section here. Go to pen color. Now pen color will determine the color of your borders. So select a color, go to borders, and all I want is outside borders on this one and borders inside horizontal borders. So I'm not looking for any of the border lines that go down. If I deselect, you can't really see them. You just about see that we've got a solid line rather than a dotted line. So let's just do this bottom section here. And this one, I only want these horizontal borders which have already been selected. So just click, then select borders, go down and uncheck view grid lines, deselect, and you can see exactly what's happened here, and you've got some perfect grid lines. Also, if we zoom out, everything has been neatly put up here. If you have an issue with anything, so example, how close these pieces of text are, just select that one, go to table layout and just increase the size of that row. Next, we're going to move the table over to make some room for the invoice over here, which we should have done earlier. But if you do forget to do it, it's a really simple fix. Just grab the line, you can see the cursor changes, and move it over. Then with this section here, we can just go to table layout and distribute columns, and that will even everything out, and everything is aligned to center left. And then you can just increase the height of those rows again if you want to do so. So if we just click down the bottom here, we're going to insert some text boxes. Go to insert, text box, click on the drop down, select draw text box, click and draw out a text box. I'm going to paste in this text, but of course you can put anything in this text box you like. It doesn't have to be terms and conditions, this is just example text. And we're going to put that down around about here. If I deselect this, you can see we've got a border line. I'm going to remove that, select it, go to shape format, outline, no outline, and then I'm actually going to copy and paste this, deselect, reselect this one, then I'm going to press Command and Control A and just paste in the text I do want in there. Then I'm going to line up the text, use my arrow keys just to move that across, probably roughly in the center between these 2 pieces of text, and deselect. Next we need the graphics, so go to insert, shapes, click on the square, click and draw out a rectangle to go down the side here. We're going to take the outline off because all shapes have an outline. Click no outline, click your color choice, make sure they're cohesive. Let's see if we can make that rectangle the same height or level with the table. Then let's copy and paste this text box, Command and Control C, Command and Control V. We can move it up to here. Let's take the outline off that text box, go to shape format, shape fill, no fill. Go to the home tab and change the font size to white. Go to text direction, rotate 270 degrees. Double click, Command and Control A to select all. Then just start typing in the word invoice. Select it. Go to the home tab. Use the increase font size tool to make it bigger. And then just move it to where you want that text to be. Try to make the margins the same, both sides. Perfect. Then just for the logo, click at the top here, go to Insert, Picture, Picture from File, select your logo, click Insert, everything will go bonkers. Go straight up to Wrap Text, select In Front of Text, reduce the size of your logo, make sure it's lined up with the edge here. You can use your arrow keys and then just use your arrow key to move it up. Perfect. Then zoom out, make sure you're happy with everything. Now that is your invoice as it is filled out. Now if you want to save this as a template, then I showed you how to insert all of the text, but you'll have to take out all of the text that you don't want in this template so that you can just insert it later. Now, if there's lots of people using this template, you might want to leave it in there so they know what they need to take out and put in, but that does create the danger that they don't do it and they leave something in the invoice that shouldn't be there. If you feel that there is not enough of a gap between your text here, again, you can select these rows, go to the height, and you can make an adjustment. I have got 4 rows of text in here. I can also adjust this bit across here and move them so that there's not so much text. Then I can also increase the height of those rows as well. Deselect. Just go along, make sure everything's aligned, make sure you're happy with everything just before you save it. Let me move this over to the right slightly. So once you're happy, go to File, go down to Save as Template. Make sure you save it into templates, and you can choose to save this as whatever you like. I'll save this as Invoice 01. Make sure you save it into Microsoft Word template and click Save. Now then, when you open Word, you'll find you've got this layout under the Home tab. At the top you've got Templates. Click on More Templates and you'll have Personal. Go along these and you'll find Invoice 01. You open it up by clicking Create. Once you've created it, this will come up, or whatever you've saved. Then when you try to resave it after you've entered in your details, it will ask you to save it as a completely separate document. If you don't want to do any of these and you want a download of this, then there is a link in the description below. So I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.